The last race of the Propel IROC Series Season number 3 heads to Landmark Speedway in Hampton, Georgia. This is the final race of the third Propel IROC Series season, and while the championship has already been decided, there is still a win up for grabs, and also the battle for second in points is very, very close. So it's almost as if that is the battle for the championship now, but JJ Reed is the champion one race early. He can now go for a win in this race, not worry about points racing, while other drivers, while they're going to be going for a win as well, might be fighting for second in points. Drivers like Michael Gregory, Trey Rainey, Jake Gowen, Eli Bright. But before we get down to these 25 laps at Atlanta, let's go down to the starting lineup. Trey Rainey, the 07, one of those fighting for second in points on pole for today's race. Beside in second, the 51 of Mathis Wells. Then in third place, Michael Gregory comes in second in the points. Fourth place, we have Brett Sierra. And rounding out the front five, Jake Gowen, the 19 car. Starting in sixth, we have TJ Hanley. Seventh is Adam McDowell. Levi Shones in eighth. Eli Bright in ninth. And John Beeford rounding out the top 10, number 10. Starting in 11th is our champion, JJ Reed. He can in no way be caught for the championship. And starting in the 12th and final position, the 36th car of Griffin Lynn. So there is our starting lineup for racing here at the Propel IROC Series at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Let's go down tracks and fire these cars up for the final race of the season.
Drivers, start your engines.
And as the 12 cars fire up and roll at the starting grid, normally we head into the final race of the season thinking about who's going to win the championship, who has the chance to win the championship, and which drivers are where in terms of points. But this is a different one, as a champion locked up one race early, something we've never really seen in these series before. Someone locked it up early. JJ just had a phenomenal season, leading laps in every race, and just being the most consistent throughout, getting the most points. Won it a race early. Now we're down to race number 10. Who wins the final race of Season 3 of the Propel IROC Series? 25 laps. Trey Rainey, Mathis Wells, the front rows, we come down, and they step on the gas, and we're green flag racing in Atlanta. The first lap of the final race of the season led by Michael Gregory. 5 bonus points there towards the battle for second in points. It is currently down to about 4 drivers for that battle in second. Michael Gregory leads Trey Rainey by 2 points. Jake Gowen not that far back, and Eli Bright also not that far back. Those 4 drivers have a shot to get second in points. That's second, third, fourth, and fifth in points. All battling for that second position, the highest position they can possibly gain here for this season. Adam McDowell, 16, has not had a great season. Moves inside to lead the second lap here at Atlanta. Eli Bright, 24, and here comes JJ Reed. He wants to lead a lap in every race this season. So if he can lead one of these 25 laps here tonight, he will have led every race this season. That would be 50 bonus points just by leading laps. And then that's not even including the most laps at bonus points that he's gotten in some races. Eli Bright, John Beeford now goes side by side with Levi Shones and Brett Sierra watching on. Shones will move to second as Beeford clears out in front. As they battle off turn 4, Buford's going to lead the third lap. Now it'll be 3 wide entering the quad oval. It's Brett Sierra, 98, to the bottom of the racetrack. Has the pusher behind from the 36 of Lynn to turn number 1. It's Sierra inside, Lynn behind him. Sierra to clear, Lynn now bottom. As the red cars duke it out down the backstretch for the top spot. TJ Hanley already coming back in the 23 car, and there's Michael Gregory. Has shuffled back down to the bottom, 4th in line. Michael Gregory wants to maintain second in points, the next highest order beside the champion. Hanley ducks low, exit of the quad oval, an aggressive move out of the 23 to turn 1. Mathis Wells, 51, 31 Michael Gregory, 19 Jake Galloway. As here comes Wells to the bottom in that gray number 51. The yellow number 31 of Michael Gregory just behind him, pushing him inside of Hanley. And off turn number 4, Wells will slide up. Here comes Gregory to the bottom. Side by side, looks like Mathis Wells on the outside leads the lap. Can Gregory get back around, lead another lap here tonight? Or can Jake Galloway try and cancel out the 5 bonus points? Remember, Galloway also battling for second in points with Gregory, Trey Rainey, and Eli Bright. Now Michael moves aside. Jake to the bottom lane, 19 car. 16 Adam McDowell coming forward as well. Here comes JJ Reed, 35, our champion, coming back to the front. Back up inside the front 5. We'll get some more here in the 35 here tonight. Jake Galloway's going to lead the 6th lap, 5 bonus points for the driver, the number 19. Adam McDowell to the bottom. Looking low in turns 1 and 2. And there's the champion, JJ Reed. As we mentioned, wants to lead a lap in every race this season. If he leads a lap here tonight, he'll have accomplished that feat. Can he try and get by Adam McDowell to lead the 7th lap here at the Propel IROC Series at Atlanta? McDowell did a great job protecting that bottom outlet. Reed gets to the inside right there. That's going to hold that 16. He's going to keep the lead now. So Reed's going to get shuffled back again as Adam McDowell leads another lap in the 16th car. Great defensive line down the backstretch for McDowell to hold the lead at the moment. But now Beefer will dive down towards the bottom and get to the inside. And now the 10 to 16 are door-to-door down the back. And Levi Schoen's looking to make a 3-way race for the lead in turns 3 and 4. Levi Schoen's 3 wide to the bottom, has the push from Eli Bright and Trey Rainey as they battle through turns 3 and 4. Levi Schoen's out front, but now quickly to his inside comes the green number 24 of Eli Bright, and Trey Rainey looking to go even lower in the 07. So for Trey Rainey, he entered 2 points behind Michael Gregory for 2nd in the point standings. So he definitely wants to lead a lap here tonight because Gregory got 1. He wants to cancel out those 5 bonus points because at the moment, not depending on where they're running, but just by bonus points, Gregory would be 7 points up on Trey Rainey. So if Trey can lead this lap right here for 5 bonus points, then it's back down to 2 points. And then it's basically whoever finishes higher than the other is going to get 2nd in the point standings, as Trey Rainey right there will lead the 9th lap here at Atlanta for those 5 bonus points. And now really the only other bonus point Michael Gregory can get is if he leads the most laps for 5 more bonus points. So that'll be the other thing to watch out for and see if any of these drivers battling for 2nd in points possibly leads the most laps here tonight. Matt Wells, 51, our Daytona winner to the bottom. He has not had a great season after winning Daytona. Wants to end out on a high note, bookend the season with W's. TJ Hanley, same story. His season's just been a lot worse. It's been a miserable 10-race string of races for TJ Hanley as he moves to the front. But here comes Michael Gregory, bound for 2nd in the point standings. He'll peek down towards the inside of TJ, down the back, trying to get down to the inside. Has his nose to the bottom of that orange number 23. TJ tried to get down but couldn't. Here comes Lyndon McDowell. They're going to have a nice run here as they're side-by-side out in front. Here comes Gregory off turn 4. He leads the race. Lyndon, though, right in his tire tracks and peeking down towards the inside to turns 1 and 2. Griffin Lynn now, 36. He's out front. Jake Galloway, 19. Right behind that 36 of Lynn. As Griffin's going to protect the bottom. Galloway shoving him by that 31. Here comes Jonathan Beefer and Eli Bright coming back forward as they're now down to double file in this pack. Schoens and Rainey, the last cars on the inside lane as Griffin Lynn leads another lap in the 36. Now Jonathan Beefer with a challenge to turn 1. Yeah, the last time Beeford passed someone for the lead, it was in this exact place, and going to do it again. Beeford towards the inside, has the push from the 24 of Eli Bright. It's Christmas on the inside, moving forward. Beeford and Eli Bright, and here comes our pole sitter, Trey Rainey, looking to win his final IROC start, and possibly get 2nd in the point standings, only behind JJ Reed. Halfway done here at Atlanta. 3 wide to turn 1 goes Trey Rainey. He'll take it away. Here goes Matt Wells. He has a nice run here off turn 2. He'll get down towards the inside. Wells now for the top spot again. Just ran his fastest lap of the race. Most of these drivers have it at the front. So they're flying around this 1.5 mile racetrack. Sub 28 second lap times. As Brett Sierra now towards the inside. There's our champion, JJ Reed. The 35 has not yet led tonight. I'm sure he'd love to do that. So he can say he's led a lap in every race this season. Sierra out front, Reed to 2nd. The champion looking to end it on a high note. He'll move down towards the inside. And now can he battle back around to lead them at the start-finish line? Coming back to 10 laps to go. JJ Reed off the 4th corner. He's now led a lap in every race this season. Hanley down towards the bottom. There was a little bit of an aggressive block there on Jonathan Beeford to make sure that 10 couldn't take it 3 wide. Speaking of 3 wide, Michael Gregory took it 3 wide on Jake Galloway and the 98 Brett Sierra. Beeford down towards the inside, gets the push on the 3rd one of Gregory. Levi Schoen's 3 wide to the bottom. That white number 92 car making moves on the inside. Sliding up goes the race leader Beeford to the bottom, 31 of Gregory. 2x2 at the front, almost 4 wide behind them. Off to turn 1. Got very close there. Almost looked like they were going to cause a crash if they weren't careful. Now Schoen's down towards the inside, Michael Greger, but doesn't have much help behind to make it stick on the bottom. Michael Greger is going to keep the lead in turns 3 and 4. TJ Henley will emerge in third. Buford now back to fourth. They battle side by side for fifth. Lynn on the inside of Wells as first, second. Hanley looks low, and Levi Schoen's trying to get now to the third one. Michael Gregory as we're down to the final 8 laps of the season. Hanley through to second. And can Michael Gregory get the most laps led bonus points here tonight? He's led about 3-4 laps. And so far, looking like he's going to lead this next one as well. Schoen's in line in third. The battle for fourth again, as Lynn's still inside of Buford. The front three look to break away single file. They'll now look 3 wide in the quad oval. Hanley makes the move. Schoen's goes lower in the 92 car. 3 wide to the bottom. Oh, there they go into the wall hard. Go many drivers. Galloway, there's our champion Reed. Brett Sierra, JJ Reed, and Trey Rainey. Mathis Wells is well involved. Only a few getaways. We're racing back around with 6 laps to go. We'll have an under 5 lap to go shootout. And the final race of the season, back around. Schoen's Eli Bright will be first and second. Hanley, Michael Gregory, and it looks like that's Griffin Lynn. They've gotten away. Buford may have also gotten away, but McDowell has some damage. And JJ Reed, the champion, will end it out with a crash. Brett Sierra has tons of damage. Trey Rainey's not going to be able to win in his final IROC start. And now the battle for second and points down to Gregory and Eli Brett. And I have to believe Gregory's going to have it now with Galloway, who was the next closest behind Trey Rainey. Eli Brett was a good distance back, so he would have needed Michael Gregory to also be in that crash. But with only about 5-6 competitive cars running, you have to believe that Michael Gregory is going to get that second and points spot just because of that. So a caution in the final race of the season. It was a hard one for sure. A lot of drivers involved. Let's go see what caused it. Here they are racing off to turn number 1. We'll have to see where this starts. So the 16 McDowell is going to move up. Sierra's going to move to the middle of Wells. And it looks like, oh, Wells got to the wall, came down to Brett Sierra, which then gets into Trey Rainey, and Trey comes up and gets Buford and McDowell. So we saw actually the 10 drive away. He has a lot of damage, though. He really hit that wall hard. We only have 5 clean race cars that are going to have a shot to win this race. Unless Buford can latch on with the draft, I just don't see that happening. But look at the cars involved, including the drivers battling for second in the points. And now this is going to open up third in points for possibly Eli Bright with Jake Galloway, Trey Rainey. Jake Galloway came in fourth. Trey Rainey came in third. They have a shot for second now, but Eli Bright can get to third and knock both those drivers back down to fourth and fifth. Mathis Wells, he's done. Jake Galloway's done. The rest of these guys drove away, but those two are definitely going to be done for the night here at Atlanta. A hard, grinding crash to end their seasons out, and Levi Schoen's leads in the final race of the season looking to win. Schoen's, Bright, Hanley, Gregory, and Lynn. That's the front 5 running here as we'll get down to the final restart. Coming back around to take the green flag, 5 clean race cars and 2 laps to determine the winner of the final race of the season here in the Propel IROC Series at Atlanta. Galloway and Wells are going to end out their seasons with DNFs. 10 cars left running, 9 on the lead lap. Trey Rainey 1 lap down. Sierra on up, still on the lead lap. As it's Levi Schoen's, Eli Bright, TJ Henley, Michael Greger, Griffin Lynn, the clean race cars. Can Buford, McDowell try and latch on? How about Reed, Sierra, and Trey Rainey? We're back racing here in Atlanta. 2 laps, 3 miles remain. And already see the slowness of the drivers back behind. 4th second goes Hanley on Eli Bright. Schoen's going to try and pull away with that. Hanley does second. Gregory now third. Hanley, the big push from Gregory to get to the inside. Eli Bright's got a shot in 4th. Lynn will have a shot in 5th. It's a 5-car battle at the front of the field. Schoen's now put to the top side. Here comes Gregory low. Gregory inside Hanley coming around to the white flag. One more time around Atlanta. 5 cars to sell the victory in the final race of the season. Gregory is through of Hanley, but here comes that green number 24 of Eli Bright. He'll challenge off turn 2 down to the inside. Eli Bright inside Gregory. Can he hold it down there to turns 3 and 4? Gregory tries to block. Eli gets his nose to the inside. And now they are door to door off turn number 4 for the final time. The final race of the season. Who gets the trophy? It will be Eli Bright to win it again in the 24 car. A close finish, and Eli Bright gets it done at the end. Just by a few hundredths, 3/100ths of a second for Eli Bright. He gets victory over Michael Gregory in the final race of the season in the Propel IROC Series at Atlanta. Let's go see the finish results and the final point standings after this 10-race season. Here is how they finished in the final race of the season, the Propel IROC Series at Atlanta. 1 caution flag tonight for 4 laps and 19 lead changes. 11 drivers led. Only 1 driver did not get to lead a lap here tonight. And at the end, Eli Bright led his first lap of the night in that final lap as he gets it done there over Michael Gregory by about half a car length. Gregory ends up in second, but does maintain second in points. Griffin Lynn ends up in third. Jones led the most laps at 6th. He ends up in 4th. And rounding out the front 5, TJ Henley. Those were the 5 cars that were clean at the end of this race. That is shot 6th on down, involved in the crash. Jonathan Beeford, there's JJ Reed, the champion. He'll end out his season with a 7th. Brett Sierra gets 8th. Adam McDowell 9th. And Trey Rennie, last car running in 10th. 2 cars out, Mathis Wells and Jake Galloway. Let's now go see the point standings final after 10 races. Here are the point standings after the final race of the season here at the Propel IROC Series, and is JJ Reed winning it all. As I mentioned, he had it 1 race early, but he gets it done here, winning the Propel IROC Series Championship. Michael Gregory does maintain second in the points. Eli Bright goes from 5th to 3rd with the victory here tonight, his 2nd win of the season. So Eli Bright, a lot going for him there at the end. He gets a podium result in the championship. Trey Rennie fades down to 4th after the crash, and Jake Galloway down to 5th as well after his crash. Adam McDowell jumps up to 6th. Griffin Lynn, Levi Jones, Jonathan Beeford, TJ Henley, Brett Sierra, and Mathis Wells falls to 12th after the dismal result here tonight in Atlanta. Most top 10s, 3 drivers finished top 10 in all the races this season. That's Reed, Gregory, and Trey Rennie. Most top 5s, it's a 3-way tie. Griffin Lynn down 7th in points with 6. Eli Bright 3rd in points, and Michael Gregory 2nd in points. All had 6 top 5s. 3 two-time winners this season. That's Michael Gregory, Eli Bright, and Jake Galloway. 3 poles for Jonathan Beeford this season, but never was able to find victory lane. Most laps led this season goes to JJ Reed, and he also led the most races of 10 he led in every race this season. The next closest was 7 races led for Trey Rennie and for Levi Jones. So JJ Reed had his car great throughout every race and was able to get those bonus points, which led him towards a championship. You think about how many more bonus points he had over Michael Gregory, 25 just because of that. So, and he won by 56 points, so about half of his points at the end there was due to bonus points. So a crazy IROC season comes to a close. Once again, that was the 3rd Propel IROC Series season, and who knows when this will next return, but for sure it will probably come back for another season with hopefully some new champions that we might crown this season. Obviously, there is a good chance that we'll have some new champions in all 3 series this season. So watch out for that. Congratulations once again to JJ Reed on a dominating season, winning the championship 1 race early. And congratulations to all the winners in these 10 races of the season. But otherwise, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys for the chases in the Pennzoil Truck Series, Target Series, and Gatorade Cup Series.